What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall market. I'm also going to talk about some very key levels to watch for. Just remember that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $2,000, you're guaranteed 30 in total. And the offer ends at the end of March. So what's happening to Tesla, guys? I am growing a little bit concerned about Tesla because I would have loved to see it hold this trend line and continue to uptrend from here. As of right now, Tesla has not lost this trend line. It's still holding the trend line so far. But the problem with Tesla is that we're just barely doing that. So that's why you want to be a little bit careful with this. You could argue that there is a possible left shoulder here, right? This is like a head. And then is this about to be like a right shoulder? And are we about to, if we lose the support here, there's going to be a risk of us tipping back down. But it's not a guarantee until we officially lose our 50 EMA and this trend line of support. Now, this trend line of support has been holding us up since October. It's still holding Tesla up. If we hold the trend line, so it depends on this move right here. If we get this rejection right, we have that potential right shoulder panning out for a rejection. But if we hold the trend line, we could be looking for a nice rebound, and then we slowly ride our way up towards these new highs. So it could go either way, but this depends on different factors. There's another problem with Tesla is the fact that if you look at SPY, we're up about 0.6%. The QQQ is up 1.3%, but Tesla's down 1.8%. So it's showing some weakness compared to the markets. This has been happening because of some new pieces of news coming out involving their probe from the NHTSA. Not to mention some shifts to the EV mandates under Trump so far. But keep in mind, Trump will do things that hurts Tesla in the EV sector, and there's also going to be things that greatly benefits Tesla, so it's going to be mixed. Musk has argued that the good that comes from Trump's presidency will greatly outweigh the bad for Tesla specifically. So we'll see about that. We did start off with some negative stuff, but hopefully things get better as time goes on. But anyways, I want to step away from politics and just say that we have to see if Tesla could hold this. We're at critical support right now. Heading into tomorrow, there's nothing too significant coming out. We do have some jobs numbers coming out in the morning tomorrow. Then we have some bill auctions again. So more quiet data for the week. So we'll see how it goes. And Tesla's barely holding the support. So we'll see if Tesla holds this or not for close. I want to see Tesla continue to ride this trend line up. If we can't, I will grow a little bit more concerned. So we'll see how it does. Right now, we're just waiting to see, do we get this rejection? Do we break this? I'm going to be very patient heading into tomorrow, but just know that things are a little bit risky. Now, remember what I told you guys about SPY, about how SPY was going to push close to about 608. We got very close. I think we almost touched 608, but then we had this chop zone over here on SPY between 608 and 604. As soon as we hit 608, what happened? Now SPY is slowing down a bit, so it's going to likely chop around in its range for some time. If we end up losing that 603 area, we could be dipping back down to the low 600s. If we break past 608, we're looking for 610. Otherwise, it's in this chop zone. I think we're going to be spending some time here. Same thing with the QQQ. We pushed all the way up to about 533, coming just short of 535. And this is also a tough resistance we called out, 533 and then 535, which is where this imbalance is. We were not able to break past 533, so we could be dipping closer to about 530. We'll see how we end up reacting to this range into the low 530s. So we could be looking for some sideways price action for now. The Russell 2000 also could dip a little bit closer to about 227 if we can't hold support. There's that gap to fill below, so we'll see how well it holds above that, so just be a little bit careful. On ES, we're pushing so far, but we're in this chop zone. We're known for seeing a lot of sideways price action between very close to the 6150 zone. So we're actually very close to that. So we'll have to see how it does. As far as Nvidia goes, we're also trying to push right here. We have the 22,000 areas, our resistance. We pushed to my target of 22,100, but we weren't able to break past that or really hold above that. So we'll see if we get some kind of rejection or not. We're watching to see if 22,000 holds. If it doesn't hold, we could be dipping back down to 21,800. Just be a little bit careful. Bitcoin is going to be doing something very interesting. It was trying to hold up. It's barely holding 104,000. If it doesn't hold, we're looking for 102,000 as our target. Could be forming a head and shoulders here, so be a little bit careful if we do get some kind of rejection. For Nvidia, we look a bit more bullish. We're trying to hold above 144. As long as we hold that, we could try to push for 150. But if 144 fails us, we could be dipping back down closer to 140. So we'll see if this is forming kind of like a cup and handle. We could be forming a handle right now if we don't hold above these key levels. So just be a little bit careful. Looking at Apple, we're looking promising on Apple finally. We're trying to base at 220. As long as that holds, I'm looking for 225 where there's some balances to come back up. So let's hope that we see some kind of bounce. For coin, we're trying to rebound as well. We're looking for resistance at 300. We have the support very close to about 284. We're stuck in the middle. We'll be watching to see how this ends up reacting. Apple did a good job at sorry, not Apple. Amazon did a good job at pushing to about 235, but now we're going to be watching to see if we could hold previous resistance becoming support at 232.5. If that fails us, we could be tipping to about 230, so give it some time and we'll be watching that very closely. Meta hit resistance up here at this 633 area. We weren't able to break past that. Now we're tipping back down. So I'm going to be watching to see if we could hold 620 flats. This could also be forming kind of like a nice cup and handle as well. So we'll see about that. Might see a little bit of a dip. Microsoft is still showing strength. We could be looking for 448 as our target. We'll see if you reject or not, but it hasn't made the full measure move up. It could still push higher to 448 to 450. Google is struggling to hold above 200. I would have liked to see it hold 202 to remain bullish. Otherwise, it's range bound between 200 and 190, so it could be dipping back down to 197 if we can't break past 200. With that being said, the market's very nuanced. We pushed very nicely, but now I'm starting to see a slight slowdown. There are some stocks that are beginning to just trade sideways, and Tesla's barely holding support. So we'll hope for the best. I hope Tesla holds this support and continues to push, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for my video. Thank you for listening. I'll be back in a couple of hours for another update. Until then, have a good day and peace out.